The Rainforest Cafe, known for its delectable lava cakes and whimsical rainstorms, home to that one alligator with coins in its mouth that smells like the YMCA, that really cool mushroom bar with the animal butt stools, and how could I almost forget about that chiseled hunk of gold holding up the globe?
Mr. Incredible, oh, Mr. Incredible.
Rainforest Cafe has so much to offer. Well, speaking of that glorious cantina, I recently thrifted their merch. The shirt is kind of boring, and I went on Pinterest and I found this photo, and now I have to do that, because those are the rules of Pinterest. Now with the sweatshirt photo, it appears that they possibly sprayed or painted on some bleach onto some leaves and then stamped it onto the fabric. And that inspired me to do the same thing because we currently, well, we did have some hydrangea bushes, but now they're all dead because it's winter. Aww. And then I took that same search to YouTube and I saw that people were using paintbrushes as well, and that gives you total control with endless possibilities. So I'm really excited to try this out. Now, I would certainly call myself an artist. I mean, I own my own sustainable lifestyle portrait and photography business, Sharp Shot Photography. I've been sewing for quite some time. I mean, I have numerous videos of proof. I embroider all the time. I've taken pretty much every single art class that public K-12 offers, so painting, drawing, sculpting and ceramics, jewelry making, and of course photography. And I love photography so much, but other than that, my other favorite art form is painting. I've only ever painted with acrylic paints like this and this. So painting with bleach is entirely new to me, and I really am excited for this. A really crafty YouTuber that I recently discovered, well, this past summer, is Prickly Alpaca. In their video, Painting on My Clothes with Bleach quite literally saved this entire DIY because, like I said, I'm brand new to this and I have no idea what I'm doing. Now in her video, she explained that some of the fabric pieces weren't taking the bleach very well, and that's because some of the fabric pieces are man-made and others are natural, and that will really affect how it takes dyes and bleach. And I experienced a very similar problem in my recent video where I dyed my clothes black, and two of the pieces really didn't work out because they were man-made materials and the fabric just did not take the dye at all. And unfortunately, when I thrifted this shirt, there weren't any tags on the collar or inside, and I have no idea what kind of fabric this is, and it feels like cotton, so I'm crossing my fingers, kitties, and toes that it is. That. And another YouTuber that I want to give a shout out to is Brinty Art. They are also a newer, smaller channel, but they already have a ton of useful DIYs and tips and tricks and stuff like this that really helped me. And luckily they had their own video where they bleach painted their own shirt, and they gave a really, really helpful tip that you should have multiple cups of bleach for your paint with different ratios of water to bleach. So the more water you have, the darker it'll be. So they said to have 3 cups. The first cup being 50% water, 50% bleach, and that is for a darker lift, so it'll barely lift at all. The second cup is 75% bleach, 25% water, so it'll lift just a little bit more. And then the third cup is going to be all bleach, so it's going to be the most lift. You're going to get the lightest out of that.
What the dog doing?
Someone just drove by and their entire child was hanging out of the window. Whoa, mate, it's like we're in the rainforest. Before I get to bleaching the t-shirt, I have to draw out the design. So I drew out a small scaled down version of the shirt, and on the back is the big logo, on the front is the small logo. And I labeled both sides left and right so I know which is which and I don't get mixed up. But I wanted to keep it really whimsical and magical and botanical and tropical and amazing, so I just drew like a nature explosion. But overall I kind of want to do like a ombre type thing, so it being really light and whimsical, botanical at the bottom, kind of dissolving up at the top, and then again at the logo and the neck and sleeves. And I'm kind of carrying some of the leaves around the corner just to tie it all in, and I really want to do something cool on the back logo, so yeah, I'm excited to see how this goes. And I did draw a lot of my inspiration from Pinterest, not sponsored at all, but it could be. The two of the artists that really stood out to me when I was browsing on Pinterest and took inspo from were Fox Bear and Me and T-Bats11. And I just really loved how whimsical and magical all of their illustrations were, so I kind of incorporated some of that into the design. And again, I have no idea what material this is, so when I'm drawing on it, I have a few different options. I have a white and blue water-soluble pencil that I have tried before and it's worked okay, but it's not the most noticeable thing, and I want something that'll be easy for me to look at and just continue painting along. I also have this fine point mark Begone pen. I've never tried this. It looks old, honestly, so I don't know. I'm just gonna see what's gonna work. And then I also have one of these classic fabric chalk pens that just goes on yellow. You see that? Alright. Hopefully we can see it on the fabric. If not, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. Garage reveal! So I'm in my garage because it is now time to paint with bleach and I don't want to stink up the house. I kind of forgot to say this before, but I'm gonna be doing this t-shirt in two parts because I have to draw on one side, bleach that, make sure something is in the middle of the shirt so it doesn't bleed through, and then rinse that out, make sure it's all dry, and then go to the back, draw that on, then bleach paint that, wash it again, and then it will be done. All the other videos that I've watched, nobody has done this. So I really hope it works. I have a few old trash bags and grocery bags that are all plastic and I stuffed that in my shirt. I'll show you, but yeah, it's time to get painting. Okay, I know we see the shoes, we're not judging the shoes because water shoes are comfortable and they can be worn out of the water too. So this is my t-shirt setup. I have some paper bags underneath just to keep it clean from the garage floor because, yeah. In the sleeves I put, oh, you can't see. To prevent any bleeding and it soaking through to the other sides, I put plastic bags in the sleeves. And for the torso of the shirt, I wanted something big and flat, but I couldn't find anything. So I have this kneeling pad for gardening, and I'm gonna put a plastic bag around it so it doesn't get any dirt on it or inside of it, and it doesn't leak through. So let's do that. And for supplies, I have 3 different small brushes because Brinky Art said that you should start with a smaller brush and work your way up because this is fabric and it will bleed into the seams and everything. I have a glove. I don't know if I'm gonna use it. I like to be wild sometimes and not use gloves. So I mentioned this earlier in the video. When I thrifted this shirt, it had no tags on it, no size tags, no fabric tags. I don't know what it's made out of. Nothing. This is a John Doe type of shirt, I guess. But one thing that I have not done yet that will, I guess, really decide whether or not this works or not is if this shirt takes any bleach. So to test that, I'm gonna take just a small little dot of bleach. I'm gonna do it right on the collar there, on the back of the collar. It should take. Fingers crossed it takes. Let's try. It's lifting. It's turning orange. It's okay, I don't know if you can see this on camera, if I can zoom in, if it'll show right now, but it is turning a beautiful rusty orange. I only just did a little bit. This is the 100% bleach. I only did a little bit, and yeah. So I have an inkling once I layer on more, it will become lighter, but yeah. Okay, I'm excited, so let's get painting. Okay guys, so this is, okay, I don't want to shit on myself because this is my first time doing this. I did my research. I don't know what kind of fabric this is. It's going okay. Let me just show you. So this is my right sleeve, stage left, but on the front here, you can kind of see it's pilling up in some areas, just getting really thick. And I think it's doing that because it was starting to mix with the fabric chalk that I had applied. Looking at all the other chalk, it really doesn't look thick at all. Maybe I'll slightly brush away some of it so that doesn't happen, but it's going okay. Let's just keep going, I guess. So I think the bleach is eating my paintbrushes away. There's probably like 2 or 3 bristles left, and I know this was a crappy brush when I started, but I... Okay guys, so I got the top half of the front of the shirt done. It doesn't look bad, but I need to eat because I feel like I'm gonna throw up. So I'm gonna do that. Hopefully the bleach will be okay for like 10 minutes or so. And then I'm gonna do the bottom of the shirt. Okay, 15 minutes has passed and it looks the same. So I think this is the lightest that it's gonna bleach, which I'm pretty happy with. Hey, at least it's lifting, you know? But now I have to do the bottom, which is the most intricate, the most detailed part. I even drew some little highlights and stuff on there, so fingers crossed, wish me luck, let's get to it. Alrighty guys, I finished up the shirt, at least the front of it, kinda sorta. I'll show you, but I gotta go back over and detail some of the spots. And that first brush that quite literally dissolved in my hands, yeah, that wasn't working out so well, so I have to go over some of those spots too. But other than that, it's looking pretty good. So yeah, I'm really tired, I'm fatigued. I just recorded this part in a time lapse and now I have to re-record it. So yeah, I finally finished the front of the shirt. Now I need to rinse it so the bleach stops bleaching, and then I'm gonna let it dry, and then I'm probably gonna do the back of it tomorrow because the sun is already setting, not even 5 o'clock. So yeah. Okay. Now, I bet you're wondering why I'm recording in the car now, and that is because we are traveling to none other than the Rainforest Cafe to show off the shirt. So, here we go! The front, there are a few pieces that I could have gone over again or just made it a bit more visible, but that's okay. I mean, I can still see it. No one else is wearing it, right? So, I mean, yeah, I really love it. On the side where I tried to connect the design, I forgot to in some places. Some of the flower petals aren't really showing up that well, and I really should have added a few butterflies to the front of the shirt because I only really thought to do that when I got to the back. But, like I said, I'm pretty happy with the shirt. I had such a blast making this shirt. It was so fun. It was really cool to try a new medium. I will definitely be trying this again. It looks so cool. And because this was my first time doing it and I had to do a lot of research of my own, and there were some tips that I found out while I was doing it. So I'm just gonna write that all down below because there's a lot that I didn't say in this video or that I didn't put on the screen. Just like tips and tricks to help you out if you plan on doing this with your own shirts. And yeah, it's just stuff that I learned along the way. Nothing big, just things that'll help you out. So yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching all the way along. I really had such a fun time trying out this new medium. I love painting, and now I can just paint my own clothes. So that's pretty dang cool. Plus I saved this from going into a landfill, so sustainable thrift flip. We got another one down in the books, guys. I'm gonna be adding this video to my thrift flip playlist, so you can watch that along with all of my other thrift flips and DIYs, if I can say that word, my goodness. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and if you want to check out my other social media like my Instagram, I will leave that link down below at kel.sharp, my same handle for my YouTube channel. So yeah, I'll see you in my next video. I hope you guys have a wonderful November, a wonderful break, and keep on slaying.